Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Elite Geospatial. Today we're going to look at how to create land surface temperature or calculate land surface temperature from Landsat 7 in ERDAS Imagine. I would like to let you know that categorically you can calculate LST directly from ERDAS Imagine. That is, there's no tool that you just run and then that will be done here. But you can do that using a tool called Model Maker, which we're going to go ahead as we proceed on this video. So without any further ado, let's get started. So I believe most of you guys have been using ArcGIS for calculation of LST, and somehow it's that difficult. But today we're not going to learn how to make the model. I have a model that I'm going to drop for you at the description. So check the description of this video, download the model. This model will be used for both Landsat 5 and Landsat 7, both the TM and the ETA plus. Alright, so you can use it, just that the only thing you'll be changing are the values. So you need to work concurrently with your MTL file. Let's check what an MTL file is. So for Landsat 7, so where's our Landsat 7? This is our Landsat 7. Okay. So if you look here, if you go through this, you will see one that has MTL. So let's look at it. Let's look for it together. MTL. So this MTL is more like your metadata. It consists of every information about each band, everything that has to do with the satellite. Okay, it's in 8 bits and all of that. So when you look at this MTL, you have all the information you need. For example, like your quantas, you see we have this quantized maximum as 255. We have this as 1, and then we have this value as like, for example, our what's the name? Yes, our K1 and K2, we have 666 and 1282. So you have those varieties, difference in them when you are using Landsat 5. So you just need to note all these values and get them done. And also the other one is 15, while this Landsat 7 is 17 for what's the name of? Well, just get the constant values that you need to do. So using this this MTL file. All right, so the model will help you to create that easily. So to get the model, you navigate to Toolbox, and then you see Model Maker. You click on it, and you're clicking on this, not the model librarian. So you click on the Model Maker. Now this allows you, just like we have model builder or something like that in ArcGIS. So you have a model maker in ERDAS Imagine. All right. So this model builder is across all the versions, including version 9.2. But just that how you get to use it determines how they place it and all of that. So each version determine where they place it. But I know all of them are grouped like this, the way you see them. All right. So next we're going to import our model, because we're not making any one. We're going to just use the model we have. So if you enter, mostly it will take you to the default place where there are other models, but none of these models are what we are looking for. So we're just going to navigate to where we have our this. So I'm just going to go to where we have the model. So I have my model. It is called LST model, TM and ETM. Okay, so I'm just going to click on OK. So you, like I said, this will be zipped and dropped at the description of this video. So we have .gmd, that is how the model comes in. So now you see that the model has been spring forward. So this is the model. Now what you are to do here is to double click on this, and you're going to import the band, which is band 10 of that Landsat images. So we have 2000. Let's go to where we have this in. So data, that's where mine is, Landsat 7, and we have Landsat 7. We're using band 6 VCID1, because that is it's mostly, you can use any of them, but depending on what the kind of what you are using. But for land surface temperature is VCID1 for Landsat 7. So you just click on OK, and it will be added, and you click on OK. You know that it's an unsigned 8-bit, right? That's why you can use the two of them the same. Okay, so now next, here is where you're supposed to input the formula for it to calculate or convert from digital number to spectral radiance. So you double click on this. Once you double click on it, you're going to see the formula. So we have, like I said, for Landsat 7 is 17.04. Now the minimum is 0, so you see minus 0. 255 minus 1, you saw I checked that. Then this is the Landsat, the VCID band 6, we have minus 1 plus 0. So that's the formula for this. So you click on OK. So if you're doing it for Landsat 7, there is no need for you to change anything here. So you just go down and you just select your output. But I want to explain it so you don't do anything here, because this is a temporary raster for the conversion. Once it does, then what is converted here will come here, and then here you're going to now put in the other value, which is 128 log or link 666. That is what I showed you on the MTL file here. If you check on the MTL file, you have all of those values that we're talking about. So we have our K1 as 666.09 and our K2 as 1282.71. All right. So that is for VCID1 and VCID2. They have virtually the same value. And then we have the VCID1 255 and 1. So all of those values are the quanta size is the quanta size is where we have the 0 and the. So you just go through it, take your time. I don't want the video to be too long, that's why I'm just scrolling. So take your time and look at all of those. The radiance value for minimum and minus is what we have, and then we have 17 and 0. Now, you know this formula, I believe you've used them on raster calculator. So as it is here now, you don't do anything if it is Landsat 7, but if it's Landsat 6, then you change this one. This one I know of Landsat 5 to be 0607 point something, but for Landsat 7 is 666.09, and then this is 1287 for your K1 and K2. So you just click on OK once you've done that. All right. So the next and final, this is where you're going to now say, okay, the temperature you're going to get from N8 is a Kelvin temperature. Now you want to convert it to Celsius, so you just minus 273. So once you do that minus, the LST you're going to get here is going to be an LST that comes in Celsius. All right. So we are going. This is where we're going to put an output. So I just want to create an output for the so I'm going to make it 2005 LST. 2005 LST. I'll click on OK, and I'll click on OK. So now you're sure that you've entered every value as it is, because we're only using this model. We are not creating. If we're creating, we'll have to create all of these things. So I'll make a detailed video where I'm going to show you how to create your own model yourself for Landsat 7 and for Landsat 8. So just stay tuned. So once you're done, you come to this place and you click on execute the model. So it's going to execute the model. So it has finished calculating our LST. So I'm just going to close it now, and I'm going to close our model. I'm going to save it, and then I'm just going to go to ArcGIS and import the LST that has been calculated. So we have our LST calculated here. I'm going to click on OK. So it has entered. Now we have an LST according to this place. We have an LST of -19. I don't know how true that is, and 74. So by the time you clip it to your study area, I don't know whether this extends to another country anyway, I don't know, but this is around Kano. So when you extract your study area, you're going to see definitely the LST of that area, but this is what it gives me, -19 to 74. That is extremely cold and extremely hot. Well, that's what I have anyway, but this is how to calculate LST using the model. So I'm just going to give it a shade color or something. Just going to use this, and I'm going to use a heel shade effect. I'm clicking OK. So this is my LST calculated. Sorry, I didn't ask it to split this value for me. I just wanted the high and low. Oh, I went to stretch. Let it be in stretch, and I'm just going to use this. I'm going to use this. I'm going to click OK. So this is what we have as LST. So this is saying this is extremely cold, because it's -19, and like that to the right one, which is extremely hot, and all of that. Well, this is how to calculate your LST using the model maker on ERDAS Imagine. Pretty simple, right? Just wanted to show you how to do it step by step. It's just a model, something I would have done under 1 minute, but you may not really understand. That's why I did it step by step. So thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to like, share, and comment, because your like, your share, your subscribe, and all of that are what gives us the drive to keep making video. And if you want to buy us a coffee, feel free to buy us a coffee using our Patreon account. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.